Goeiemorgen, good morning, Molweni. Welcome to the third annual Safi Furniture Forum. I'm Jackie Mpondo Hendricks, and I'm humbled to be your host for today's event. I am the CEO of the South African United Business Confederation, that is a non-profit and non-racial business organization that represents cross-cutting business interests in South Africa. Our vision is to make South Africa the best and preferred investment destination globally, and we are proud to have the South African Furniture Initiative as one of our members. I'm so excited to be part of today's event, where Safi will demonstrate their passion and intent to sustain and grow the South African furniture industry, which is 100% aligned to our vision for South African business. For those of you who may not be aware, in 2019, Safi launched their forum in partnership with Proudly South African and the dtic as a platform for partnership, collaborations, and opportunities within the South African furniture value chain. Following the success of our past two furniture sector forums, this year, we acknowledge the challenges faced, build on what we have, and take on the challenges of an optimistic future by being the change. Our theme for 2021 is thus: we remember, we rebuild, we come back stronger. This is an impactful quote from former President Barack Obama. Now, just in terms of some house rules to be observed, all attendees' mics and videos will be disabled. However, you are more than welcome to share your thoughts and questions in the comments section. Kindly also put your phones on silent. Now, let's move on to the program for the day. We start with an inspirational video on our furniture industry. And then the Safi chairman, Mr. Penwell Lunga, will be sharing Safi's reimagined strategy and new implementation structure in response also to what many now call the new normal. We then highlight the endeavors our local industry have undertaken to be the change through a panel discussion on localization, skills development, transformation, exports, and trade remedies. As you know, success of any nature is dependent on the support structures in place. And we are therefore pleased to bring you the message of support by public entities and private retailers in the form of presentations and a pledge for change. We will then wrap the event up with some strategic insights that will guide and align the way forward. So first, let's watch a brief video from the South African Furniture Initiative. Enjoy.
Since the South African Furniture Initiative was established 5 years ago, it proved itself as a credible connector between government, industry, and labor. From the outset, the objectives were to actively promote the development and growth of the local furniture and design industry to become more globally competitive and increase local procurement. By putting locally designed and manufactured furniture into every home, school, office, and business, we strongly believe this is the change the sector wants to see in the growth of the local value chain. Despite challenges such as unreliable electricity supply, unrest, a shrinking economy, labor issues, as well as the shortage of raw materials, the resilience of our people in the industry is commended. With the adoption of the Furniture Industry Master Plan, Safi reorganized into 7 chambers to accommodate the segments of the industry and enhance the participation of both large businesses and SMMEs. We will focus on establishing and growing strategic relationships with all stakeholders. We celebrate our past by remembering our many achievements. At the same time, we call on you to partner with us so we can rebuild and come back stronger as an organization and as an industry that is on the cusp of growing into one of the largest manufacturing sectors in the country.
I hope you enjoyed that brief insight to our vision for the future. I'm honored to introduce you to the SAFI chairman, Mr. Penuel Lunga. Penuel is the current chairperson of the board of the South African Furniture Initiative and has served in this position since 2017. He has been involved in the furniture manufacturing industry for more than 15 years, having served in the executive committees of the Furniture Manufacturing Associations in Gauteng, Western Cape, and KZN. He has in-depth experience and background in the furniture industry bargaining councils as well. Mr. Lunga, over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. What an inspirational theme and what an inspirational video. Thank you, Jackie, for a warm introduction. I hope that everyone today is going to have a great time. This is our third Furniture Sector Forum. And as Jackie has already alluded to, this is the theme that we've built emanating from our current context. We remember, we rebuild, and we come back stronger. That is going to be the theme of my presentation. Briefly, my presentation is going to cover our history as the furniture industry, hence we remember. I'm going to give you a short update of where we are, which is how the rebuilding process has started. And I'm going to share with you our aspirations and how we're going to try and garner everyone's support to take this industry forward. But before we do that, I would like to tell you who we are. If someone were to be described in terms of what they do and what they produce, I'm going to tell you that you know me quite well and you know us quite well. We are furniture and we've been part of your life. We are part of your life. When you are sharing moments as families, putting together your dreams, reimagining your futures, celebrating all your achievements as families, we were there. Do you want to know who I am? Do you want to know who we are? We are the bed in your bedroom. We are in the kitchen that has nurtured your family. We've shared exciting moments with you in your lounge. If you know who I am, I want to tell you today that I am your couch, and that is who we are. In the early days of your formation, when you were growing up, I know most of you are probably not young anymore. You went to school, probably at that point in time, we did not have grade 1. We had substandard A and Bs. Believe it or not, we were there. Your children are with us today. We were part of your growth. We were part of your nurturing. When your technical and your tertiary knowledge was formed, believe it or not, we were with you all the step of the way. We are school furniture. You are all professionals today in one form or another. You've celebrated, you've made big decisions. You've formulated some of the biggest innovations that the world has ever seen. In all of the boardrooms, in all of the offices, where big decisions about the world, about the country, about our economy are being made, we are there because we are office furniture. That is who we are, and that is what we do. And we are part of your life. We are not just a property. We're not something that you easily discard. At each and every stage of your life, we were there, and we want to continue to be part of your life. The theme of our presentation and the theme of this forum is we remember, we rebuild, we come back stronger. I'm going to share with you what we remember about us and some of the learnings that come from who we are and where we used to be. In the early 60s, we were quite a small sector, which was basically regionalized. We grew from the 60s up until the 90s. We've proven to ourselves, we've proven to the world that we can be a force to be reckoned with. We can build big business. We've built big manufacturing businesses. We've built massive retail industries. We've contributed to the manufacturing of this country. We used to employ big numbers of people in this country, and the world knew us as a force to be reckoned with, irrespective of our small nation in comparison to all of the global manufacturers and furniture producers of the world. This is what we would like to remember, and this is where we come from. And these are some of the stories that we would like to take forward, because through these stories, we remember who we are, we remember where we come from. We also remember our weaknesses. In 2005, for the first time in this country, furniture imports exceeded exports for the first time. Yes, we became part of the global community. Our flaws were exposed. We were probably not the strongest to compete at this platform, both from a policy point of view and both from a people as well as technical capability point of view. The devastation that followed our inability to compete has been clear for all of us to see. Unemployment has beset us, has beset this industry, and has beset this country. Some of the biggest retailers, Ellerines, closed down. Some of the biggest furniture manufacturers are no more, and people are suffering. These are the key challenges that we face. From a cost and scale point of view, we were not competitive, and we remain uncompetitive relative to some of the biggest furniture producers in the world. Our furniture is not differentiated. We do not have strong, distinct global brands through which we can compete. We've not invested enough in modern productive technology. As a country, we have high input and administrative costs in the form of electricity, transport, and raw materials. Unfortunately, we are faced with illegal imports. There is massive under-declaration of goods coming into this country, and we do not have the adequate skill supply from a technical as well as a design perspective to be a force to be reckoned with from a global perspective. Unfortunately, given regard to where our economy is, we're currently faced with low consumer demand, and our government's implementation designation program has not yet been quite successful. So faced with all of these challenges, we had to remember who we are, and we started with a rebuilding process. The slide that you see is a slide of one of the greatest armies in this continent, and this is the South African Army. We are rebuilding. We've put together a stakeholder grouping, a strong army to face up to our challenges. And we want to take our challenges head on. We want to face them head on. Yes, they are quite big. Yes, we are quite a small nation compared to some of our global counterparts, but we want to punch and fight and punch above our waist. And that is who we are, because we are furniture. Under the leadership of Safi, we've put together a plan together with our stakeholders, which we believe is going to enable us to put together the strongest army that we can put together to face our challenges head on. In terms of our strategy, we aspire to have every South African designed and manufactured furniture in every home, school, and workplace in Africa and beyond. What keeps us awake every night and what forces us to get out of bed every morning is to build a globally competitive and transformed furniture industry that shapes lives in every home, school, and workplace in Africa and beyond. That is the reason we exist. That's the reason SAFI has been formed. We've prioritized 4 key pillars, being market access. We want to drive demand of the furniture products. We want to defend our industry from a trade intervention and remedies point of view. We want to defend our industry from illegal imports. We want to identify clear tariff lines for duty rebate applications. We want to effectively use the trade remedies to prevent uncompetitive imports of furniture products. We also want to work with our government stakeholders from a SARS perspective to make sure that we manage the customs process through which furniture comes into this country. We want to be in a position as our 3rd pillar to be the platform for market intelligence, help industry make intelligent decisions based on data, and start making strategic interventions, both from a government, from an industry, as well as a labor point of view, start making interventions based on clear market intelligence. We do not want to leave our people behind. We want to empower our people, give them the required technical capabilities, design capabilities that are globally competitive so that we as an industry can be a globally competitive force and a force to be reckoned with. We've created this execution platform. SAFI is going to be a member-led organization. We've created these 8 work streams, which are all going to be led by manufacturers as well as key industry stakeholders. We have a lounge chamber, we have the bed and mattress chamber, we have a case goods chamber, we have office chair and school chamber. All of these chambers, their focus is ensuring that across our value chain, we identify the various specific challenges and develop intervention mechanisms to be in a position to drive growth and do all of the things that we need to do to achieve our aspiration as well as our purpose. Post the rebuilding phase, this is the future we would like to create for ourselves. We would like to increase the market share of locally manufactured furniture within retail by 50%, and would like to achieve that by 2025. Based on our data platform, we would like to develop a proper and credible export-based strategy by 2022, which we believe is going to drive market access for those manufacturers that have reached the stage of maturity that can grow. That can grow beyond our borders. We would like to be quite competitive relative to the imports from the East in our region, being SACU as well as SADC. We would like to be in a position to put together through our trade intervention strategy all of the mechanisms that will enable us to face fair competition. We would like to be in a position to empower our manufacturers, give them a proper benchmark data so that they can invest in smart technologies and manufacturing and modern manufacturing practices so that they are globally competitive. And our skills drive has started. We cannot leave behind transformation. It is an integral part of what we want to be as an industry and what we want to be as a country. These are our goals. Ladies and gentlemen, I love this quotation. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. It is all up to us. I would love for each and every one of you to join with us and be the change. We cannot wait. This is the time that we've all been waiting for. We are unfortunately faced with some of the most challenging and painful experiences in this country. We have high unemployment. We have high levels of inequality and poverty. And we need to play our part as an industry, because if we do, our growth and development is going to greatly benefit this country. And our call to action, I'm quite inspired by what the local retail industry has pledged as part of demand creation in this country and as part of the growth of the local manufacturing industry. We need our retail sector to play its part. Our retailers have come forward. They've given us this pledge. They are basically pledging their commitment and understanding that economic growth and job creation is fundamental to prosperity and stability in this country. They support the efforts of all stakeholders, namely SAFI, proudly South African, the dtic and others, to increase local content in manufacturing and to support increased levels of local procurement for both the public and private sectors. As role players in the furniture value chain, they are also pledging to make a conscious effort to continue their current support to the local industry, and they would like to partner with the industry by starting new initiatives to contribute to the growth that will result in the buying and supplying of locally manufactured goods and services. And this is the pledge that they make today. Irrespective of who you are and irrespective of where you are, you understand that as an industry, we cannot do without you. In one form or another, you need to play your part because your country needs you, this industry needs you. And I wish you a fantastic sector forum. We're going to have some of the most inspiring messages and debates, and I'm so looking forward to be part of this forum. Thank you very much. May you enjoy the day.
I'm back. Thank you so much, Penwell, for that inspiring presentation that really brings hope and encouragement to the furniture industry, but also to South Africans at large, because together, really, we can overcome anything. And the one thing we've learned from COVID-19 is that for us to be able to recover from this, collaborations and partnerships are key. I can definitely see the SAFI commitment in your focus areas and vision.